History has many ancient legends of monsters that have roamed the earth. Myths are full of terrifying creatures that plague mankind, and even today, we have the legends of the Loch Ness Monster and Bigfoot. However, not all of these legends are ancient. So today, we here at Tales of Earth will be giving you a brief history of the horrible creature known as the Chupacabra. In terms of legends, El Chupacabra is not old at all, with the first reports of this creature actually appearing in ye olde 1995 in Puerto Rico. In March of that year, 8 sheep were found with puncture marks on their chests and drained completely of blood. A few months later, there was a rash of killings, when more than 150 farm animals were killed in a similar fashion. It was at this time that there was an eyewitness who claimed to actually see the creature that would become known as the Chupacabra in the town of Canovanas. It was after this particularly large string of deaths that the name for the creature was first coined. It was Silverio Perez, a Puerto Rican comedian and musician who allegedly first named the creature Chupacabra, which literally translates as goat sucker. Yet this was actually not the first time that something like this had happened in Puerto Rico. In 1975, the town of Moca saw a string of livestock being killed in a similar fashion. At the time, newspapers referred to this as the Vampire of Moca, and it was believed that the deaths were possibly linked to a satanic cult. However, it wasn't until the killings in 1995, with an eyewitness account, that the legend of the Chupacabra was born. After the 1995 incident, similar killings and sightings of the creature began to spread up all over. Yet the creature had apparently learned to swim, with the sightings happening all over South America and going as far north as Maine. There have been numerous descriptions of the creature over the years, yet many of them are shockingly similar. It is generally agreed that the Chupacabra is usually small, no bigger than a small bear. They are described as bipedal, with long claws, scaly skin, and spines down its back. However, there have been other accounts that the creature runs on all fours and even hops like a kangaroo. While the folklore surrounding the Chupacabra isn't very old, there are some who still believe that the creature is a real monster. Yet it is possible that the creature can be explained by simple science. In his book, Tracking the Chupacabra, Benjamin Radford documents his 5-year investigation into the creature. In his book, Radford explains how he spoke with the original eyewitness, a woman named Madeline Tolentino. The woman's description of the creature was very similar to the monster in the movie Species, which Tolentino admits that she had recently seen. As Radford explains, Tolentino revealed that she believed the events of the movie were actually taking place in Puerto Rico. This admittance, if it is in fact true, would mean that the initial description of the beast, which seems to stay in line with other eyewitness accounts, cannot be trusted. One then must discount others' descriptions that are similar as possibly false. It is possible that these people's memories of the encounter were tainted by preconceived ideas of the Chupacabra. Radford also discovered that the locations of the reported attacks and encounters within the United States were in areas that had reported heavy coyote and wild dog problems before. And many biologists believe that the legends of the Chupacabra can be explained simply as coyotes or other wild dogs that have been affected by a terrible case of mange, which would explain the creature's scaly hide. Anyone who was unaware of the symptoms of mange would most likely think it's some strange animal in the right light. These dogs would also become very weak, which would explain why they tend to go after more docile farm animals. Moreover, while eyewitnesses claim that the dead livestock were drained of their blood, there isn't any actual documentation of this fact. So, there is in fact some scientific study that would discount the very existence of the Chupacabra. However, it is also possible that the monster actually shares some characteristics with coyotes and other dog breeds. Possibly, the Chupacabra is an offshoot evolution of an ancient dog, or perhaps a prehistoric ancestor to the canine that we have not seen in thousands of years, or maybe just a bunch of drunk people who really liked the movie Species. You decide.